Hey everyone. Welcome to episode 30. That's kind of crazy.
I know.
We're going to be as consistent as we can, but 30 is still a pretty big number.
We were just saying earlier how we're also getting close to 30. Isn't that gross?
That's pretty gross.
That's really gross.
Catherine, how was your week? We have Costco, by the way.
Oh yeah, we went to Costco earlier. Yeah. How was my week? ASMR. Hot dog ASMR. My week was good. I am currently on a stress leave from work, so I've had time off. Like yay and also not yay. Like
how long have you been off now?
This is my 3rd week. I should be going back. Like this week coming up should be me going back to work. Mm-hmm. But no, I think I'm gonna get another 4 weeks.
That's pretty nice.
It's sweet.
As somebody who had multiple months off.
Yeah, you had. How long did you have off?
Okay, I would say this. I didn't work for I guess summer was summer, but I kind of worked part-time even though in between, but it was never. It wasn't like a full-on full job. So
do you count summer as your time off?
Kind of, because I was so stressed out though.
Oh, sad.
Because I was planning for my other podcast.
Right.
And then also still trying to figure out about jobs even though I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But
because like in my mind you were off for like 6 months. Is that right? Or is that just me?
I was on teacher on call for September till December.
Yeah. And
then I worked at the barbecue place.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I would still say I still had a break.
Yeah.
Did they cut it like that?
I don't know. I was just like staring at it like.
It's a weird curve.
There we go.
How they curve the grades and all the
judging how they
classes.
Count the cut. I can't talk.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
You're on a break.
It's true. Guys, my brain is fried.
Okay, my question is, because this is kind of how I felt. It's like when I took a break, I felt like my brain was just not working.
It's exactly that.
I literally felt like I was like, am I dumb?
Like it feels like I have ADD.
Oh.
Like I cannot get anything done. And it's really frustrating.
So my question is, because I felt the same way. Like I felt like, but the good thing was that we still had the RiceWashed going and we still had my open closet stuff. But I felt like other than that, because that was my only goal, was to get those things done. Mm-hmm. I was so unproductive everywhere else. And then my brain kept like thinking about things I never really thought about before. And I wonder if it's because we had so much free time.
Yeah, it was definitely really, I've had this experience when I was in school too. Like, so once you go from like 110% to like 0, but like say 40, you almost get anxious because you're like, oh, I have so much time now. Like, what do I do with it? And you sit there and you're like, I should be doing something, but I also need to relax, but I should be doing something. I don't have to do anything, but like normally I would be.
This is one thing I think people don't talk about a lot is the period of rest where it's like restlessness. Like, because when you are forced to like take a break from, I guess you've been working for so long, your brain's like, oh, I'm not gonna do work now, so let me just think about everything else, you know?
Yeah, it was like that when I was in school last time too. Like as soon as exams finished, I remember waking up the next morning and being like, I have to study. Wait, no, I don't. No. And then it's just really weird.
I think the first time I really felt that was when I first graduated. And then I had a period of time where I had no work. And I was like so confused what was going on. I'm like, why am I not doing anything? Why do I have... I went to school for straight like kindergarten all the way to like 6 years of university, right? So you can imagine, that I just suddenly was just like, wait, I don't have work to do, homework to study or whatever. And then not having a job was also tough because it kind of was like, I'm being unproductive. And then that's when my mind went racing, like mental acrobatics, I guess.
Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, it's been tricky trying to adjust to not doing things. I definitely like had to physically be like, no, I need to cut down on my commitments so I can rest. It's kind of ramping up now and I'm kind of like, oh, but it's getting better. It's sunny out.
Yeah. Okay. The weather definitely changes my mood.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Like, okay, my question is like, I mean, you're still kind of in, I guess, your middle of your break if you're taking some more time off. But what has been the hardest thing for you? Because I remember messaging you about like some pot stuff, and I could just read your text and be like, Catherine's not doing well.
I know. The hardest part is like not being able to be as productive as I was, and the mental fatigue, like the not being able to concentrate, not being able to like comprehend things as easily is super frustrating. Because going from like doing all this stuff to like now, it's like, why am I like this?
Right?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
What has been the nicest thing though?
Not working. Although I do feel guilty though. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, because other people have had to take on my work, so I'm sitting here like, ugh, I feel bad that they have to take that on, and I'm also scared because I'm gonna have to take it back when I come back, right? But like the guilt is just like,
that's kind of how I felt when I left my last job. Like I felt like I was letting the music program down. It was really hard, and like the colleagues and stuff. And then you know what's interesting is that I feel kind of that guilt now because I'm covering for somebody right now, right? And I feel like because I already know the caliber they were at or their program was at, that I feel like I have to do the same. And so for me, it's like, oh, I know that I'm overcommitting in some aspects, but I know that I'm like, for example, usually on Saturdays I told myself not to do any work for work, but right now because of trips and stuff I can't. But every time I take a break from that, I feel like I need to do more. I need to go back. I need to do it now. But like everything's pretty much organized. Like I'm like today we got my boss stuff for the trip. Like I have all the documents ready to go, but my brain is still just like,
that's so interesting.
Thinking about everything.
Can't chill out.
Literally just can't until I guess the trip's done.
Would you say you're a type A person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really. Okay. I think when I was younger, I was like, I'm not type A. I'm like so chill. But no, honestly, I think but back then, I think I had everything in control in some ways. Yeah.
I was the same. Back then, I was like, oh, I'm a super chill person. In reality, there's no chill.
There's no chill. I think I'm more accommodating though, like than more typical type A's. Like if let's say Catherine and I are working and she's in charge of a project, I will help her. I will like tell me what to do. But if I'm in charge of a project and Catherine's telling me what to do, that's different. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's a change.
You're an AB.
I'm an AB.
AB. How's your hot dog?
Are you an ABG?
No. Oh gosh. Can you imagine?
Is there a guy version?
I think it's ABB.
Is that a Kevin Nguyen?
I guess. I think that's different. Is that different?
What do you think?
Because there's Asian baby girl and I've heard Asian baby boy, but I don't know if that's legit.
I feel like that's like, because usually when I think of ABGs, like versus like the male version of it, the male version are more like tougher and like.
I think
tattoos.
you're right. It is a Kevin Nguyen.
Do you want to be a Kevin Nguyen?
Kevin Nguyen's out there. I wonder how many there are.
Do you know anybody? Do you know any Kevin Nguyen's?
No.
I think we should meet one and see how they feel.
Suss them out.
Yeah, can you imagine some of them change their names?
We need to have a range of them and collect the average.
How do you feel, Kevin Nguyen? 1?
On a scale of 1 to 5, how Kevin Nguyen do you feel today?
Oh, that's so funny.
I think we should dress up as them one day.
For Halloween. Wait.
That'd be so good.
I have another idea.
Yes, Josh.
I dress up as an ABG and you dress up as a Kevin Nguyen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm down. I can do that. What do I need? A chain?
Yeah.
A white tank top?
You need a fake sleeve.
Oh, I can do that. Some baggy jeans? What else do I have?
What do I'll just wear leggings.
You need to wear a blonde wig.
Oh.
And fake lashes.
Okay, you know what? Okay, our goal is for Halloween 2023. We're both gonna get super ripped because I can wear like a really like, tank tops with all like the cuts and stuff. I can wear that and look pretty cool.
You could wear one shoulder one. It'd be really cute.
Wow.
We're gonna get jacked by October. You're saying this on the pod. It's gonna be recorded.
Get jacked before the summer, so then by the time October happens,
it's 2 months. I think that's possible.
I think so. As we're eating our costume.
My abs are just hiding under all this food.
That's what I said my whole life.
Gosh. I've never quite... When you think abs, what do you picture? I'm burping. Sorry.
I guess there is different, like, there are people who have very defined
What caliber of ab do you want?
I want to at least see 6.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I've heard that's really hard, actually.
Yeah, it's really hard. And you know what? Something that I think I learned recently is that your body type also affects like how that works. Some people have a harder time just because of genetics. I feel like I got the worst end of it. However, you know what? I had a conversation. I saw a Chinese doctor yesterday, and she was asking me like, there's one of the questions was like, do you lose or gain weight really quickly? And I said yes. And she said that's an imbalance.
Wait, that's me too.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
And so for example, if I like
Imbalance of what?
if I eat really poorly one week, I see it. Like I instantly see it like the next week. But if I work out and exercise, I also see it.
What is that an imbalance of?
I don't know. She was like, also she was checking my pulse. Like I saw these funny TikToks about like Chinese doctors like checking.
What's on your TikToks now?
But she was saying how like my left side is a lot worse than my right side. But then that's also true the chiropractor and everything too.
With your pulse, she figured that out.
Yeah.
Your pulse feels different on each side.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Weird.
Also, I had this Chinese doctor. I talked to Catherine about it yesterday, but she literally wanted like full on interview of like my life, and then like pinpointed a lot of things that I didn't really think about. It's kind of therapeutic in some ways.
Low-key also a therapist,
right? Because like I got a Snapchat memory. I'm going all over the place. I got a Snapchat memory of like me in Vancouver 2 years ago. My skin glowed. Like my skin has been worse ever since I got back to Victoria.
You mentioned that happens.
Yeah, right? And so it's just kind of one of those like, what is going on? What's kind of imbalances happening when I come back? And she like pinpointed all these like stress things, like, oh yeah, because of this and this and this and this.
And you're sitting there like, oh.
I'm like, oh, I'm messed up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just wanted some medicine, but we're here attacking me.
So it's actually it was quite nice to hear that, these things. It's not nice. It's not nice to hear that these things are affecting my skin and my health. But at least I kind of know where it's coming from now. But she also said that I picked a very hard career path to not be stressed out.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge one of it.
Did you know that going into the job?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think also...
You're a sucker for punishment.
You know what? Now that you say that, I wonder if I picked it because I knew that it would make me work. Like, it would make me not have to think, or like, it would be so busy. But then...
Well, we need to go back and ask Baby Josh. Baby Josh, why are you choosing this?
Honestly, I mean, I don't think I even knew back that night. I think I just did it because it felt like it would be fun and like satisfying and like whatever. But then now I'm just like, it's so draining.
When you were so young and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and now we're just old and tired.
I think I was secretly old and tired the entire time.
It's fair.
So, yeah.
That's fair. I had something to say and I forgot. Here comes the forgetful brain. What were we talking about before that? Chinese medicine.
ABGs.
Was it that? Body types? The imbalance. What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Can we have your Chinese doctor on the pod?
Yeah, dude, actually, I would love that.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be really cool. Like, I mean, one of my friends is... Sorry, my fart.
Don't stab the audience.
one of my friends is training to be a Chinese doctor. So I wonder...
Have her.
I think she would love it.
I would love that.
Because I feel like...
so interesting.
I've always been a huge believer of Chinese medicine. Like, you even know, like, I used to have really bad eczema. And then I had to take those stupid meds for it. And that killed me every week. And then I went to Vancouver, saw a Chinese doctor, and my skin was clear as day.
He was legit glowing.
Right?
Like,
is that weird? And now I'm dimming? What's the opposite of glow?
The word that came to mind was crusting. I was like, ew. Maybe not that.
So I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess I also don't eat the best, as you can see. But it's been like just generally just a lot worse than it used to be. It's really frustrating because like I had a whole skin routine down and like whatever, and now it's like hit and miss. Like sometimes I feel it's like fine, but most of the time it just feels like not.
Sad.
Yeah. So it's honestly like, one, it might be because my house is a lot more dusty and I'm allergic to dust. So it might be one thing. But two, I think it's like the Chinese doctor was saying that there's a lot of probably stress that I feel coming back here compared to Vancouver, where I'm just like
you're on your own. Josh in Vancouver is just everywhere.
So I think I wonder if that she was saying she was going back to a lot of like oh, in Vancouver, did you feel less stress? Versus like in Vancouver, I slept like a baby. Like I every night, perfect sleep. Here, okay, other than today where I woke up at 10:40.
I was like, what's the plan? It was like 10:30.
And I went to bed at like midnight.
Wow, you slept a lot.
I slept that
Holy.
long. I was probably that exhausted, but I never get good sleep here. Never. Yeah.
What? Weird.
Okay, you know what? There's a lot of things with like stress and trauma. You know, I wonder if I'm in the same bedroom.
Oh.
So maybe
Should we paint your room? Do you think that'll help?
What do you have against my green room?
It's really bright.
Right. We said this multiple times on
Maybe
this podcast.
maybe because it's too bright. You have blinds though now. Josh didn't have blinds for the longest. I think we talked about this.
We didn't. You know what? I wonder if I even moved rooms.
Because I know there's like a thing about certain colors affecting your sleep and like being more calming. So what if we painted your room like a nice calming blue?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard you also put red lights. It helps.
Oh, what a vibe.
Yeah, but it also is like there's two different meanings of red lights, right?
I drive by Josh's room. It's just red. I'm like,
Oh, what's
spicy.
Spicy. You know, I wonder if I like change rooms.
Which room would you take?
We'll sleep right here.
You could actually. There's room for a bed now the couch is gone.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I feel like that'd be really bad because it's right beside my computer.
You
And
put a little divider. It's like you're living in a bachelor suite.
That's true. That's true.
Josh's bachelor pad.
Maybe. I mean, my home stays here till June. I mean, maybe I'll just move next door.
All right. That'll be really nice in the summer.
So nice in the summer. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
And then, like, the Chinese doctor gave me some herbal medicine that's, like, so much sweeter than the last ones I've taken. Like, it actually had a sweet aroma to it.
They don't give you an ingredient list. It's a mystery.
Maybe I just don't want to know.
Centipedes.
You know? Centipedes.
Just all centipedes.
Chicken hearts.
Those are actually delicious.
I hate them. Yeah.
Why?
It's just weird texture to me. Yeah. Did I tell you the story when I first tried it?
Texture person?
Kind of.
What's
like
the story?
Other than that, no.
Usually you're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the story when I first tried chicken hearts. I was in Toronto. That's my first time celebrating Chinese New Year with my Toronto family. And we had a dinner. And there was this plate in front of me. And I'm like, that looks like some kind of weird organ. I just knew.
It was, yes.
And so my uncle made it. So my dad's oldest brother. Like, you had to respect the oldest one.
Is this the chef?
No, that's my mom's side. This is the strict.
Josh has a lot of
This
family.
is the strict
I can't keep track.
rich one.
Okay.
He goes around. He goes, everyone, please take a little bit of this. So he like would pass the dish. Everyone was taking some. All his kids knew what it was. And I'm just like, oh, I'm okay. He's like, you had to take it. Okay.
Josh being polite.
So I like put it down, and then I give it to the next person who was at the time my cousin's fiance, and he's Indian. And then my uncle's like, you don't have to have it. You can pass it on. I'm like, excuse me. Instead of me and my cousin, and we both like looked at it. And we're both like, we know what this is. And we both looked at each other and we're like, cheers. And we had chicken heart together. It was very funny.
You didn't like the texture?
I didn't like it. You know what? Maybe if it was flavored better.
How did he make it? Was it like
Just like
boiled?
salt and pep.
Was it like fried? Barbecued? Boiled?
Boiled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I had it. It was on, I think they're just little Chinese barbecue grills on like a skewer with like a little salt and pepper, a little chili.
I think that would be really good.
Barbecue.
So maybe I had to give chicken heart a second try.
You do.
Yeah. Just like I give
Next
everybody.
episode, we'll just barbecue random things and see what Josh likes.
I haven't done this yet, but I still want to do like a making food pod or like. I think like it would make us cook better and like learn things, but also I think it'd be really fun to bring guests too. Right, but I just like I don't think the steam in this room would be very good. The ventilation in this room terrible. We could just go upstairs. Yeah, but I think that'd be like bringing guests over, having a meal, because like you share a meal with people. It's so nice.
It is very nice. Food is our love language.
That's true.
Very true.
That's why we can never get fit.
Okay, no, we can do this. You have to stop getting food at Costco.
I always get food when I go to Costco.
How often do you go to Costco?
Sorry?
How often do you go to Costco?
Once every 2 weeks, maybe.
That's not bad then. Okay.
But the thing is, like, my dad was actually asking me. He's like, "Why do you always get food after? Like, even if you ate dinner or like lunch?" I'm like, I think it's just nostalgic.
It's comforting.
It was like, it wasn't until maybe when I got into like high school when we started to go to Costco, and like, we talked a little bit about this before, like how we couldn't really afford a lot of things, right? And so Costco, whenever we went, we were always like, I remember the first time I went to Costco was with an uncle and auntie from church, and they treated us to like chicken strips and fries and stuff. And I remember being like, this is so good, nice, and like whatever. And then just being able to like actually have it. Like, for example, like the poutine here is not like the best. Like, I like New York fries better, but it reminds me of when I used to hang out with like my friends or like with Silas and them, right?
Going to Costco definitely feels like a novelty and like a privilege, because I didn't have Costco where I was growing up.
Oh yeah.
And then even when I was here, we never went just because it wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing, yeah.
I only started going maybe like 2 years ago.
I thought you said 2 days ago.
No. 2 years ago, I decided to get my own membership as a real adult.
I honestly wish I had my membership in Vancouver. I didn't, and like, I'm a meal prep person. When I was there, like, I just would buy a whole bunch of meat and just like.
You would.
But
is the membership under your name or your dad's?
It's on my dad's. So my dad has one, and he has one for my mom. But she's always with him when she goes. So they're like, hey, why don't you just take it? Because I can just go by myself. But honestly, like, it saves a lot of money if you just separate. Like, you buy a whole bunch of meat and just like separate it. Right.
See, I cannot meal prep.
What?
I've tried it. I get sick of it by like the second day.
Oh, you like to eat something new every day.
I do. I'm just like, I don't want this anymore. And then
Okay, so.
Because you would meal prep for like the whole week.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. It's like, man, I wish I could do this.
So this is what I always do, is I always meal prep knowing that like I need to have a meat, a veggie, whatever, and then I would always add like an extra treat at the end. So sometimes at TNT they would sell these like mochi buns, or like sometimes whatever, and I would get those to be as my treat, so I knew that I had something to look forward to after.
Treating him, he's like, I'm a good boy, I am my meal prep, I get this treat.
No, like, I think like, and for me, honestly, the one thing that told me like why I was okay with it is because like I just, every time I came home from work, I just didn't want to cook. I was just so tired, like exhausted, that I just didn't want to. Even this week, because my parents went to Calgary, so I had to cook for the homestay, and on Monday I had cooked enough food for 3 days, because I just knew that I was gonna be dead the entire week, because this week was like, my parents picked the worst week for them to go, because I was covering a lot of people for TOCing, I was like cooking, I had meetings, I had to go up for a trip, like, and so like we were able, like, the homestay was okay with eating, like I made 3 different things, and they were okay with eating, like just to kind of having a little bit of each for lunch and dinner. So like that's okay, because it's like at least you have variety. So my cousin also does meal prep, but she does it where she would make multiple different kind of meals. And so on like a Sunday she would make like all these dishes, and then one day she would eat fish, one day she would eat pork, one day she would eat chicken, and then she would just like freeze some of it, and then
I should do that.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Ooh.
It's very smart.
Go talk to your cousin. Which cousin is this?
This is my doctor cousin.
Oh.
This is when she was, I think she still does, I don't know if she still does it, but I think she does. But this is especially when she was doing her residencies. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's different ways to like meal prep and make it worth it. But I know a lot of people who can't do it.
I cannot.
Right?
Also, one thing that's hard is like when you're sharing a fridge with like 3 other people, like the space. Is I'm getting a quarter of the fridge, and the freezer is like a quarter of the freezer.
Because I'm guessing everyone in your place, they all cook for themselves, right?
Yeah.
My question is,
yes,
if they were to ask you to cook for them and they would pay you, would you do it?
No. I don't got time. Sorry. Sorry, I can barely cook for myself right now. If I was working part-time, yeah, because I do enjoy cooking.
Me too.
It's just like finding the time and having the energy to do it is
Did I tell you that I was like, I have recently I've been getting random thoughts about doing other career paths.
I feel like every time I meet Josh, is something new.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, really bored.
It could be.
But like, because I've always liked cooking, like baking, so it's not like it's new. But it was like, oh, it'd be cool to go to culinary school to learn some more basics.
That'd
and
be
like,
so fun.
and I feel like it would just generally, even if I went for like an intro course, it would help me as a better cook in general.
It's a good life skill. We should do that.
Let's enter a baking competition. Actually, wait.
I can make cookies and banana bread.
That's pretty good.
That's yeah.
Yeah. What did I say?
I was also gonna say something I forgot.
This is the
This is a tangent.
The
and
boomer
forgetful
brain.
Pod. Boomer. Also eating.
Also eating. That's fine.
Hey guys, thanks so much for your patience while we get out our episodes. Life has been crazy and adulting is hard, but we really appreciate everyone's support and love hearing how you enjoy the pod and interacting with us. We hope to get more out this summer. Stay tuned. Hello, listeners. Are you bored and have nothing to listen to? We have 29 other episodes for you to go back on. And if you really miss us, you can see our beautiful faces on YouTube. We post video versions of the pod there too. Link is in our bio.
Back to abs.
Way back to
I actually do want to set this goal.
Oh my gosh, girl.
You said the summer. Summer's in 2 months. Do you have any ab right now?
No.
What's your ab
I
percentage?
have a lot of lower belly fat. I'm so stubborn.
I feel like that's the thing with guys. They got the stubborn.
Yep. That's what apparently is very common. But I feel like you literally, like, if I were to like pull my shirt back, it would just be like, and then just
Just a little pudge.
right. And it's literally been the bane of my existence. Like literally the hardest thing.
You're just gonna have to do a lot of cardio.
I hate cardio, and that's why I like playing sports, because if I have to do cardio,
True.
and it's like
That makes it
there's like
fun.
goal oriented, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I do miss like Vancouver, because I used to play ultimate,
Mm-hmm.
and so the best shape I was probably was when I was in Vancouver.
Come do cardio with me, 'cause that's all I do.
I spin.
Spin and then I run and then I hike and then
I should get back into running. I always just hurt my knee. That's
it does hurt. It's not good.
not fun. But it's not like bad. Like, I mean, also Sherry. I went on a run with Sherry once, and she's like, "Josh, you're literally a sprinter. You need to like actually jog."
That okay, I found, because I'm training, right?
Mm-hmm.
I find that my natural pace that my body does is like not sustainable. I have to physically tell myself every like half a kilometer, be like, slow down. You're gonna
How do
tire
you know
yourself
how
out.
fast you're supposed to go?
There's no like set, like they're saying you should be going at a pace where you can have a conversation, which for me is quite slow.
That is not what I've been doing.
But like naturally my pace is faster, but like it's tiring.
Wait, so
I mean, I could get to it eventually.
back
probably.
then, this is my usual route. So I would run from my house, into Mount Doug,
The
up
trail.
Ash Road,
Okay, yeah.
and then all the way up to Mackenzie.
You do the hill, Ash Hill.
No.
Okay, I was like,
I go to Mackenzie, and
Okay.
I go through Mackenzie all the way back to Shelbourne, and I go loop all the way back. But then that's enough. That was always enough. That was like around like 10-15 minutes each time. But it always was enough for me. And I'm like, how can people run so far? And I realized it's because I literally just sprint the entire way. And I would get home just like,
oh my goodness! I'm surprised you did that though. That's a lot of work.
so I realized that I've been doing it incorrectly. So that's why
Ah.
probably, like, you know, when people do like 5K and 10K stuff, I'm like, how do they do that? Because they're doing it properly.
You're not full on sprinting.
So Sherry was like, okay, I went with Sherry, and she was just like, dude, slow down. I was like, what? Isn't this normal? She's like, no.
I feel like you also have long legs,
Mm-hmm.
so your stride is longer. Cover more distance.
Yeah.
You just have to haul the booty around. There's a lot of booty to haul around.
I think after this upcoming trip, I'll be like have more energy to actually do this stuff now. I just been like, my brain's just been so tired. It's really it's like really hard to motivate yourself to do exercise.
It really is.
Last week just was not.
I know. I need to run 21K at the end of May.
Wait, when did you run again?
28th.
In Vancouver, right?
No, it's here. Yeah.
I think I'll be fine.
I'm just dreading.
You've done it before, right?
I've done 10. Most I've done is 10. This is like double it plus 1, which I think I'll be fine. I get bored.
Yeah, me too. I would just get really distracted by everything.
Because I'm gonna be running for at least 2.5 hours, and apparently you might not be able to listen to music.
Why?
Safety reasons.
I don't have it. I'll just give you my over ear thing.
You can still see it though.
Oh.
Because I was gonna wear my AirPods, but
this one you can still hear. It doesn't go in your ear. It goes to the bone.
Oh right, you have that one.
Yeah, this will work.
Oh, maybe I should ask.
Yeah, you should.
Because I'm like, what am I gonna think about for 2.5 hours as I run?
Dude,
ow,
that's
ow,
not safe.
ow,
No,
ow.
not safe. Not safe.
This sucks. Ow.
Don't let me think for 2 hours.
So I've been training with no music.
That's really. I mean, okay. You know what? I used to work out with no
horrible.
music.
That's weird. I've seen like TikToks and like memes and stuff that are saying people that work out with no music are like psychos. What do you think about it when you work out with no music?
It depends.
You're like, yeah, booty, build the booty.
I usually just think about like my schoolwork or whatever. But like, you know, I used to do this like 10 minute like treadmill thing that someone taught me, like sprinting and whatever. I would just listen to All Too Well 10-minute version Taylor Swift because I knew all the words to it, and then by the end of it, you're just singing the song all the way to the end.
That's true. That's a good idea. If I listen to that the whole time.
So funny.
T Swift getting us through cardio.
Like, I remember I saw this TikTok of this buff guy being like, this is my playlist, and it's just sad songs. And I'm like,
that would be
me.
you. I have to listen to like hardcore, like EDM. Just get me hyped. Gets me running faster.
I think for me, I think about like those dramatic movie scenes where they're crying, running in the rain.
Is that you? Maybe we should run in the rain. Rainy day runs. It could be like real.
You know what I heard? I heard that running on the beach is really good.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
I keep seeing like.
I'm dreading that.
Really into volleyball, right?
Mm-hmm.
I keep seeing the beach volleyball stuff, and I'm like, I would just slip all the time.
I feel like you would.
Yeah.
And your feet would just be sinking into the sand all the time.
Hey, excuse me. Where's this encouragement?
You should try it though. I'll watch you. I'm not a sports person. Oh my goodness.
That's the thing. I just don't get how people enjoy running for more than 30 minutes.
It's kind of therapeutic almost.
How?
I don't know. It's weird because I was also the same way. But now that I'm actually doing like 10, you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm not dying. This is fine.
You
and
feel
you get
like
kind of
there's
like,
some kind of satisfaction.
you feel kind of cool running more than 5. This is pretty cool.
Well, like, for example, put me on like 5K. How long does it take you to do?
It takes me 35 minutes.
Me, 30-minute running, I hate it. Put me on the ultimate field for an hour, so pumped.
I'm the opposite. Maybe that should be an episode. We switch. You'll run and I'll play ultimate. Oh god.
No, because I literally would, like, for example, I would play like volleyball for like 2 hours. I love it. Like, It's just, I guess for me, it's just more of a goal-oriented thing.
I think so. Different. What would you call it?
Like, spin class was kind of similar, where like there's always like there's like a routine.
Mm-hmm.
With the things that you keep changing to do. Well, running, I just feel like it's so just one mind.
It's definitely very, at a point, it gets kind of meditative. which is weird.
Which I don't want.
You don't want to meditate while you run?
No, I don't want to think about anything.
Okay. It's really good cardio.
That's the point of like
you
other
get
sports.
rid of that belly fat. Run.
That's the thing. Is like I feel like I like sports because it makes me not think about stuff. It makes me think about like other things, like how do we get the point, or how do we trick them to whatever, or like yeah.
You're thinking too much. You need to not think.
Okay, that's literally what I've been trying to do for
run.
my whole life.
Just run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get abs.
I do want to have abs one time in my life.
I've gotten the lines.
Oh.
I think that's the best I can get.
I've gotten like I see like the lines too, like kind of like the V here, but then it's just the inner lines that are not there.
Oh yeah, the crosses. To find the 6.
Yeah, to find the 6.
You know you can flex your abs in different directions.
Yeah, this is weird.
Up and down.
What? How?
I don't even know. Like,
you know what we should do? We should find somebody who like who's like.
How do you go up?
What's that word? What's that thing called?
Kinesiologist.
No, the people who like lift and then they like pose.
Oh, power lifter.
Yeah,
bodybuilder.
They could probably tell us how to like look bigger.
I feel like I can flex down. I just don't know how to go up. Like, how do you make your muscles go?
Kevin's dying.
I don't think I know any bodybuilders. Do you?
No, I didn't know them. I just knew that they went to church.
We should go to a gym and just. Excuse me, sir.
I was like I want to find like a personal trainer.
You should.
I feel like that would make me more motivated.
You should.
But then also at the same time, like this is such a, I guess for me, so like vulnerable, kind of thing. So I feel like I need to, like I would have to have like a trial to run with them and see how it is. You know what I mean?
You also have to find a trainer you vibe with.
Exactly.
Because I to be vulnerable.
I just from knowing my past, I've always like doubt my ability, and so I feel like I need somebody who will encourage me, but also is strict in some way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like I probably like whenever I work out, I always stop when I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. But I feel like I probably can do it more than I think. But then if I don't have anyone to tell me to do that, I won't do it. You know?
Force yourself to. Just call me when you're stopping. I'll be like, dang it, Joshua, keep going.
I remember that's what Sherry was like when we used to work out together. She'll be like, do another 5. I'm like, okay. But then also because I was so competitive against her that I didn't want to lose to her.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Just be competitive against yourself.
I can't. I'm like, I'm fine.
You baby yourself. You're like, no, it's okay.
Catherine's already trying to like help me out, but I'm like, no, it's fine.
Dang it, Josh.
It's. I definitely have a really weird relationship with my body, and I think I have had like this some kind of dysmorphia with it for so long. Like now it's getting a little better, but I remember just being like generally in the last couple of years, I always think I'm fat, but then people are just like, you're not.
You've never been
right?
fat.
And I'm like, yes, I am.
Body dysmorphia is a real thing.
Right?
It's real.
I wonder how many Asian people had to deal with it.
Probably a lot. I definitely had it when I was younger.
Right? It's such a weird thing. Like I just don't know. Like for me, it's like I think that's when I remember when I started to dance and do dance classes. One of the biggest things that really helped me when my teacher was like, when you look at me doing this dance move, it will look different on your body because your body is so different from mine. And that really was like, oh, that's kind of eye-opening to me. And that's also the same time where I realized my butt was big. Did I tell you that?
That was your realizing point? Your awakening? Your booty awakening?
This was years ago.
This was Josh's booty awakening.
Where they told us to like stand like to the side and look in the mirror, and I'm like, this is like years ago.
You're just like, damn.
No, like honestly, I'm not even kidding.
Weird.
Yeah, because like I mean, in high school, I remember like one person, like 1 or 2 people made a comment, like Naya. Naya did. Yeah. She literally like booty called me when I was walking down the hall, but I never really thought about it, right? And then I started doing dance classes, and that's when I realized.
What are you wearing?
Shorts
And a t-shirt?
and a t-shirt. But
Yeah,
I guess
that'll do.
I never really, because I hated myself so much, I never really looked at myself in the
I was
mirror.
gonna say, did you never own a full body length mirror?
No, we don't. I don't.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah. I've always wanted one, but I never got it.
When you get abs, you should go buy a really nice full body, like the ones from IKEA.
Is that my reward?
Yeah.
I get abs and I get a full length mirror.
Yeah, so you can admire yourself in your abs.
Because like one of my friends, I don't know what she listens to. Hi, Shanna. She's a photographer. She really wants to take photos with me.
Thirst trap.
And I think I showed you Did I show you
The vibe.
the vibes?
I think
Yeah.
you should take thirst trap.
So that's what she was saying, and she's like,
I think you
I don't know how comfortable you are, but like, how much skin do you want to show? And for me, it's just like, for me right now, you see him as kind of whatever, but I don't mind wearing a tank, like a muscle shirt. Like, I don't mind that, but I'm just like,
Did we tell them about the time Josh came out in the dress up thing we did in Vancouver with our fam?
oh, I never posted about it.
Oh,
I posted on my personal Instagram. Anyways, we want to
did
explain
we tell
to
the
them.
pod about this?
I don't think we
Why
did.
were we over there? New Year's.
You know why we didn't? I don't think we did because we literally went there and I was gone for a month and then we didn't record
Right,
for
that's
like
why.
3 months.
Okay, so for New Year's, Josh and I and a bunch of our friends went to Vancouver for New Year's, and we just decided to have this like fun theme night where you dress like your ideal type. And so everyone comes out in all their stuff, and Josh comes out in like these tight joggers and this black tank top, and we all screamed. You never see Josh in a tank top, and I was like, Josh, you have arms. You have muscly arms.
And then I remember I posted a photo of it and so many people were like, dude, your arms.
Yeah, he has arms. There you go. And when you have abs, you could do the photo where you like lift up your tank top and just
I'm not even close to that yet.
I can be there to coach your poses. Oh my
okay,
gosh.
wait,
I'm
there's
so
a
excited.
pose I want to do. Let me see if I can find. I think I know who it is. So let me try to find it.
So you did
But,
my thirst trap photo shoot last year.
girl, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm like good at helping you.
You're just going to be the other side of the camera.
Yeah,
this
just need to be on
time.
the other side of the camera. Okay, who is it? Okay, let me try to find. I forgot which K drama actor it was, but he had this one photo. I'm like, I want to do that.
Do you want to do like cute thirst trap or like spicy thirst trap?
Okay, you know what I want to do? Do you know that TikTok trend was like, what's it? I don't remember.
What song is it? Sing it.
It's something about how like yesterday when you're 16 and now you're closer to 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm getting close to that, literally getting close to that, and I want to
More.
get like a really nice shot of me for that TikTok trend.
Are we going to make this happen this summer?
Wait, yeah.
Yes.
Because like literally I'm getting so close to it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it'd be really cool to get a picture of me at 16, which is like
16-year-old Josh.
high school me, and then
long hair,
I
giant
glow up.
hoodie,
what's his
jeans.
name? Oh, okay, I know. He was he acted in Business Proposal.
We keep burping.
Sorry, me too. Let me find it.
That
But
Costco food though.
I should just find some like
Thirst trap poses.
no some
Sorry.
what do you want from
I
me?
just want this for you. I want you to have a thirst. You're gonna need photos to look back on when you're like 70 and be like, look, kids, this was when I was hot. Grandkids.
I remember someone telling me about like how like back then like their grandparents' photos were just like these normal ones, and now people are just gonna be like all these third
selfies
kind of photos.
with filters and
What is his? I don't know. Oh, is it this one?
do you forget that trend on TikTok where people post like their grandparents and they show
Like
old
that.
photos of them? Oh, that's good.
God, can you imagine?
I'm just looking at his profile now.
Have you not seen this actor? He's Canadian.
He's Canadian?
Yeah, so he speaks really well English really
He's
well.
cute.
Um,
That's a nice photo.
right? I feel like I could probably, if you pose it enough. Anyways,
Oh,
oh my God, stop.
sorry. There's a cat. That's like the only really thirst photo he has. The rest are like normal.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cute.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like that's achievable.
That's mainly arms.
Oh, you know, I did purchase at Lululemon. I do have like a muscle shirt that's very tight, and then also like a long sleeve version, because like my goal is to like be confident. Like I do wear it when I work out and stuff, but be confident to be able to wear that without covering it with like a whatever. Yeah, it's kind of like pushing myself to like
do it.
Get better.
You should also get those short inseam shorts. Those are really in. You just get like really jacked thighs. Yeah, those are super in.
So Catherine wants a lot from my life.
I do.
Yeah, she's one of my biggest cheerleaders. I mean, I sent a snap of me wearing that shirt. Do you remember the long sleeve one? Where you were saying I look snatched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the shirt.
That was the shirt.
You look
It's
so
like
snatched.
super like tight.
Yeah. You
But
did look
also
very
like
snatched.
I never realized how comfortable those kind of things are. Like they're really good material.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played volleyball in it, and I was just like, this is so comfortable.
So this is why I only live in their leggings. Make your butt look great too.
But you know what? I also realized that I was because I actually this is my I've never really ordered clothes. Like this is my second time in my life I've done it.
Like ordering online?
Yeah. The first time I did was Zara, my dress shoes, the one with the cool buckle on the side.
Oh.
And the second time was there now.
Really?
Like the Lululemon thing, yeah.
You always actually go to the store?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I just knew how dangerous online shopping
It
was.
is very
so I did
dangerous.
not do that.
Yeah. If you online shop, there's this website called, not a sponsor. Should
But
we
would
put this
like
on?
to.
Rakuten. Have you heard of that?
I'm going to do it right now.
So you go on that site and you pick
How do you
from all
spell
this
it?
Rakuten.
Rakuten.
Ten. Rakuten, if you would like to sponsor us, that'd be great. But you go in and you like pick from the stores that they have, and when you shop through them,
Yeah.
I'm leaning away from the mic. You get like cash back.
Oh, what kind of stores do they have?
They have a bunch. I don't know if they have everything.
Oh my
but-
gosh, stop.
Oh my gosh, ads.
Isn't Rakuten like a TV thing too?
It is. My TV is.
It's on me too.
Okay.
Because I recognize it.
You pointed at it.
Oh my!
That's
No,
not
my remote is over
I was
there.
like, wait, where's the
The
TV?
TV is right beside you. No, my remote's over there.
what?
That's why. Oh, interesting. Do they have Lululemon?
I don't think so.
Oh, they have Adidas.
Yeah, they've got a lot actually. They don't have Aritzia, which is too bad.
Can you, girl, that's
Oh my
I think a good thing.
gosh, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Do they have Lululemon?
No.
No.
But I didn't because I was like Also for me when I bought those clothes, that was me going like I want to buy more sport clothes so I will exercise more because because of my skin and stuff. Like if I had to like I only have so many clothes that like don't affect my skin, and so I bought it being like I want to work on myself and like do better. But this week literally I was so physically dead, and then also next week I'm gonna be physically dead. So my journey will start soon. But what I noticed on Lululemon is they have a section where it's like they made too much, and it's so much cheaper.
It is. I find it's hard to find.
Oh, this person's
stuff,
very
though.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
Lululemon,
Josh
how do
finding
we
his-
find? Can you put the Instagram handles of everybody, please?
Can you imagine? Well, remember when I sent you that Lululemon model thing?
Yeah,
Did you ever apply for that?
I never applied for it.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
we should.
I don't know if it's still up. I don't think I'd be tall enough.
I feel like I would be tall enough, but the only thing I would be like, you can just let me wear joggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all you need.
Yeah. I remember I was reading the requirements. You had to send in like your dimensions and like pictures of yourself and all this stuff.
That's pretty crazy. Someone's playing piano. It's okay. What? Wait. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was
I was
distracted.
just shopping Lululemon
I'm shopping.
right
Sorry.
now.
And right now, because I have a job, I feel like more glad I can actually buy stuff, and also because I'm living at home.
There you go.
Because I literally, even in Vancouver, I didn't think I would buy anything because I didn't really have much money.
No, it's expensive there.
So expensive.
I should just get a side job at Lululemon.
Okay, so this is the thing. I was thinking about this because I think I've always loved Instagram. I always loved outfits and all that stuff. And I think one thing that I always thought about was like it'd be really cool to like get into that world of like getting a little more Instagram followers and stuff. And I remember once I was looking at Lululemon's thing, they have an affiliate thing where you can be like one of the Lululemon's like
That'd be so fun.
influencer if you have like 3,000 followers, and that's not a
A
lot.
lot, actually.
And so I'm like, for me, so I'm gonna like in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna push myself.
Here we go.
Might as well try.
Abs, here we come.
I mean, if I just get paid from being a Lululemon model, that'll be amazing.
That'd be so nice.
Anyways,
Wow.
Wow.
Lululemon, please.
Lululemon, we love you. Honestly, I just recently discovered you, even though you were around all the time.
It's bad.
It's
Your stuff's so
it's really
nice.
good. Like And they have a really good warranty.
They do.
Like if you, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but like apparently, like I say, you like have something and it like over time just like wear and tear, like they will replace it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but we're gonna.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So like for me, it's like then if I were to buy a really nice pair of pants, and they don't and they wear and tear, then I can get a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really really cool.
We should go to Lululemon outlet.
Okay, so my friend, hey Ange, she gets a discount because she does she teaches like fitness classes. So we would go to the outlet and then she would get an additional discount.
Oh, maybe I should. Oh, maybe I should become a spin instructor.
You can become a spin instructor. You can be a spin instructor so that I could get the discount.
That's true. I'll share it. Ah.
How do we become fake instructors?
Just make a fake certificate.
How do we beat
I wonder
this
how they
system?
prove that.
Oh, I'm gonna text her right now.
What size is she in Lululemon?
I don't know.
Can she buy me things?
We literally like I would go with her to the store and then I would just give her the stuff I want and she'd be like, I'm buying it for my husband because he's also very tall.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Is she my size?
Sorry?
Is she my size? Are we the same?
No, she's not.
Ah.
But you know, like the puffer.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I got it from her.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? Okay, we talked about this before, but the Lululemon in Taiwan, so nice. So expensive because it's Canadian, but they have so much more selection.
Weird.
I know, not fair.
Apparently, there's a different fit of leggings for Asians because Asians genetically have bigger calves, so they make their leggings with bigger calves to accommodate.
Really?
I've found that a lot. Sometimes the leggings will not fit my calves.
Interesting. So it just like goes up, like, does it go up or just?
Or like it's just like really tight.
So yeah. Lululemon does it?
I think it's Lululemon. I saw it was on TikTok. I don't remember what.
Honestly, I'm learning everything on TikTok. All like the newest things.
Apparently calves are really hard to build.
Oh really?
Apparently. But Asians have nice calves, just like genetically.
Jason, this is a funny core memory that's unlocked. Because I never really run or anything, and then he's just like, I hate that you have nice calves and you don't do anything about it.
Don't do anything about it. You're just jealous.
This one time, Sierra made me wear her heels, and she's just like, "What the heck? Look at your calves, guys."
Josh in heels, you would be like 6'5". Yeah.
I think it was 5-inch heels.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be like
6'4",
6'3" or 4". Yeah.
I always think you're 6 foot.
I'm not.
You're 6 foot in my head.
I'm 5'10".
How are you not 6 foot?
Well, okay, maybe they fixed my spine. Maybe I'm just a little bit taller.
Maybe. That would take you to 5'11", which rounds to 6 feet. As everyone does.
Can you imagine? That doesn't work that way.
That's what everyone else does, apparently.
I saw this TikTok account where they would ask guys how tall they think they are, and then they would say it, and then they would measure it.
Oh
and
my
it's
god, I've seen that. It's so bad.
And there are people who actually get mad.
Like the height dysmorphia. Do you really think you're like 6 foot? Bro's 5'8".
Wait, okay. Have you ever met anybody that was not their height?
Yes. I went on a date with a guy. I don't remember how height came up, but he said it was something tall, like 5'11" or 5 or 6 foot or something. And I looked at him and I was like, in my head, I was like, you are not 6 foot. You're like 5'9". Maybe.
And that's so interesting.
The only reason I know this is like when you like hug people, there's like a gauge you have for height.
You know that. I don't know anything.
I guess that's true. But I was like, this hoe's lying to me to my face. Oh my god.
I don't. Yeah, it's really weird. And I remember seeing videos where like some people actually got like they're like we're like 5'10" and they're like 5'7", and I'm like, dude, like
and they have the audacity to get mad.
Yeah.
That's cringy.
That's so
cringy.
There's some
remember
issues
the time I was telling you I went on. This is a different date I went on.
Yeah.
This guy who was like 5'8", and he like went and hugged me, and he was like, "Oh, you're really short." And I was telling you, and you got mad. You were like, "He's 5'8". It's not even that tall." I was like, "Yeah."
You know, okay. Somebody told me it's like you know, like all the people that I've like have been shorter than me. But like I've always been like that. I always dreamed about dating someone taller than me because I just that's just the dream. But like honestly, from what I can tell, it's not happening.
I mean, it could. It still could.
Any tall, handsome Asian boys out there?
What height are you looking? I guess if you're.
I mean, I think similar height is fine
There's
too.
plenty of guys that are 6 foot. And
Asians.
Oh.
Actually, there are a lot of. They're actually
There are
decent
tall
amounts.
Asians.
Yeah, I met a couple, but most of them, literally, most of my Asian friends are shorter than me.
What's the tallest Asian ethnicity? It's not Filipino for sure.
I mean,
Korean?
isn't who's that guy who's a basketball player?
Oh, don't ask me about basketball.
I don't know. Isn't he super tall?
Yao Ming?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Chinese?
I mean, oh yeah.
I always assume Korean guys are tall.
Yes, I think generally, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Korean boy.
Oppa.
Oppa. 6 foot oppas.
How did we even get to this?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
What are we gonna name this pod?
I don't know.
Catherine's taking a break. Josh is short. Question mark. Lululemon. Brand
Lululemon, please
investors.
sponsor us.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's been an hour.
Sorry.
That's an hour. We came into this pod being like, what are we talking about? And I was like, no, it's fine.
This is literally from most of our episodes.
It's like our ADD episode, especially with me.
I feel like we should like add random things where we look up random like news things on a certain Asian things and then just like talk about
Oh my gosh. I'm down.
it. Right?
ABGs, discuss.
I saw this really like cute TikTok thing before we leave today. This TikTok thing where apparently in like New York on like Broadway, the street, there's like a cute little Korean market, and they were there for like 40 years, like basically feeding like the Broadway stars and stuff, and they were closing down. So then the Broadway actors and actresses and performers came out and sang them a song as they closed, and they were crying.
That's really sweet.
Right? It was like a Korean like old couple who like made deli sandwiches.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
How cute.
Why did I bring that up?
I don't know. How'd that come up? What?
Why did we talk about
What's
that?
happening? Korean?
Oh, that's
Oppas?
why I thought Korean.
I was like, wait. Have you been to the Kim convenience store in Toronto?
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I forgot to take a picture though. It's kind of sad.
It's okay. It was very surreal. I was like, I saw this on TV and now I'm actually there.
Yeah, Toronto.
You're going there.
Am I? Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm going there.
Where am I going?
Am I? Anyways, this was a fun podcast episode.
I just realized I never asked how your week was. Really quickly,
fine.
Josh, how was your week?
It was fine. I'm tired. I slept for 10 hours last night, and I'm still not awake.
Time to sleep for another 10 hours.
Yeah, honestly. I think next time I'll be a little more. Okay, no, I'm not gonna be energetic. I'm gonna lie. I'm not
Just keeping
lie.
it real.
Keeping it real. But I will be. Next time you see us on this podcast, we will be more ripped.
Hopefully. We gotta do an ab check.
Ew, no. Just
Not right now.
Not right
Small
now.
pizza.
Look at our ass with all the food in it. Anyways, that's everything for today. Thanks for joining us for another episode of RiceWashed. Next time we will.
We still have Taiwanese snacks to try.
Oh yeah, we do.
We
We
should
should
do
probably. We did not think about that clearly. Anyways, thanks, friends. What did I say? Thanks, friends.
Your list is showing up. Anyways, goodbye from Josh and his list.
Bye. You're making fun of me. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of RiceWashed. We really appreciate all your support, and I know we took a little bit of a break and we're trying to slowly get back to it. But we truly appreciate you being here and all the love that you have for us. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you give us your suggestions, your thoughts, DM us, whatever the case is. We want to hear from you and we want to make more exciting content. We'll see you next time.